All right. So before we get into this, uh, a picture showing up on the screen right now. That's me.
All right, I'm the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Finn Balor's the guy on the left. Don't
Yeah.
fool
Nothing
yourself.
special. Nothing special about this picture. Just thought I'd share it with all of you.
Yeah,
But
me and
yeah,
Joe
we
and
got to
Shab met
meet.
Finn Balor.
We got to meet Finn Balor, and it was
At
really
the
cool.
event that none of you came for. I warned you guys about it. I said, hey, you can meet Joe and
Yeah.
Shab's show at Wizard World Comic Con, and none of you came.
Yeah, because A, people watch us, and B, everyone knows what we look like.
Oh yeah, now they do. I'm the guy with the big hair.
That's me. I have bigger hair than you.
Damn it.
I'm the one with the glasses.
Damn it. Yeah,
But-
okay, I lied. I'm the guy on the left.
But anyways, yeah,
Who's
this
the
was
same exact height as Finn Balor.
this was really weird because, like, literally he's in behind a curtain, so you can't even see him. And then you go behind the curtain, he's right there. You're literally in and out, like, what, 25 seconds, 30 seconds?
It was definitely like 25 seconds. I looked at it. I was really nervous beforehand, and then we got through the curtain, and then you have like maybe 20 seconds before it's your turn.
Yeah, you don't even have any time to be nervous. Prepare yourself.
And,
You
like,
literally just have to go for it.
We just set our bags down. I look at him, I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I go, hey, can we do the fin freeze? Which is like a pose he does on his Instagram pictures a lot. And I was like, let's do it. Like, let's just fin freeze with him. Because we could have done Too Sweet, which is like the club sign. I was like, no. We're going to do fin freeze.
Mm-hmm.
So we just lined up, and he said, oh, of course, man. Yeah, let's do it. And then we fin freezed, and I shook his hand. Or I think Joe shook his hand first. And I was like, hey, we were at your debut, which we were. We were at the Raw after the brand split when he debuted on Raw, and we were like freaking out. It was great. And I just said, hey, we were at your debut. You're the best. Like, you're the man. I look forward to you to come back. And I shook his hand, and then we left.
Mm-hmm.
And a few hours passed, and then we went to his Q&A, and we were there like 10 minutes late because it started 15 minutes early, which it was really poorly managed in that aspect. Like, different panels were not where they were supposed to be. Really no warning, no like intercom like telling you where they were, and that was disappointing. But we went to the Q&A. He really talked nitty and gritty about wrestling, like just his experiences, and he was very honest about everything. There was a
great. Here, I want to talk because you've been talking nonstop. So there was a great story he had about a shin injury he had. Like, somebody was like, "Oh, you got hurt in Japan. How'd you feel about that? Did it discourage you?" And he's like, "Actually, I got hurt a lot, but no one really cared about like the more severe times." Like, he said there's one time where he got a shin infection, and he almost had to have his leg amputated. Like, his shin hurt for like a week, I think it was, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, if you would have waited an extra day to come here, we would have had to amputate your leg." And he's like, "Yeah, I was only gone for 10 days after that. People were probably like, oh, man, Prince Devitt's just, taking a couple weeks off. No big deal." Meanwhile, he's like fighting for his leg.
Yeah, he said he tried to get out of his bed once, and like he couldn't get his legs to reach the ground. He's like, yeah, I know there's a problem now.
Yeah, it was nuts. It's nuts.
It's definitely.
He's definitely cool. Somebody said, what would you do if you couldn't do your finisher anymore? And he's like, I'm sure a lot of other promotions will let me do it.
Yeah, that was really badass how he said that. There were a bunch of kids asking him questions. I was surprised he was like saying dick. He was saying like hell. He was saying damn. And I'm like, there are kids who got up here and asked him questions. And he was like, I don't have any, fear and just come out and saying those words because
you just gotta be a dick.
He was like, yeah, I was like kind of a dick. But anyways, my favorite thing that he said, that he talked about at least, is someone asked him how it felt winning the Universal title. Like, you won your world title, like you're in your first pay-per-view with WWE, at least the main roster. He was like, yeah, well, I knew I got injured during the match, and I knew once I hit that buckle bomb hit that I was going to be out for a while. And he basically let it out on us and said, I mean, I was happy, but I was just happy I was able to finish the match. I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep this title. I knew it was going to be tough. So I really didn't really have that moment where I was like, oh, wow, I'm on top of the company right now, because I knew it was going to end. And like, when you really put yourself in, like, because you're being told directly by the person, you put yourself in that same mindset, and you're like, wow, that's devastating. Like, that's crazy. And it was just crazy, like, being told directly by him, because you can only imagine what it's like. But when then he's really telling you, it's like, you put yourself in your shoes, and he's like, yeah, man, that's It's pretty intense. But he said it's only going to make it more worth it once he really does win the title and is able to retain it or defend it. And it's going to make things so much more satisfying for him, but also the fans, I think, definitely.
Yes, yeah.
The whole Comic-Con experience, I mean, we only talking about the wrestling side of it, but it was definitely a good time.
Bought a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we bought a lot of stuff, but there was a lot of but as far as Finn goes, it was great hearing him just talk, and we met him for just a little bit, but just the experience was a fun time. I mean, it cost a decent amount of money, but it's a memory I'm going to remember. Like, it'll just make me that much more invested in his character, because, like, I met him. Well, I mean, of course, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
anyways,
it was definitely a good experience. Yeah.
What was I going to say? You say what you're going to say. The whole Comic-Con. Did you enjoy the whole Comic-Con?
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole Comic-Con. Yeah, I spent a lot of money.
I spent too much money. I definitely spent more money than I planned on, but
I just took money out of the bank. I'm like, this is how much I'm going to spend, and I spent that much. So
I mean, I what I brought in cash is what I planned on, spending, but I definitely have a lot of that. I bought all my frames for it. My apartment's going to be more swagged up than it was before. That's definitely.
My dorm is very swaggied up.
Yeah, I'm really excited to decorate for it now that I have the frames. The only wrestling thing I got were these like holographic like titanium SmackDown cards from 2000.
You got the Dolph poster.
Yeah, I was about to say the Dolph poster was the main thing I got. It says "Showstopper, Show Off, Dolph Ziggler," and it's really stylized, and an artist drew it and colored it, and it looks really nice. I'm excited to put that on the wall.
I got the Dean Ambrose poster. That's the same
30 Deeds.
Same artist. So yeah, it's a great poster. I got a lot of cool stuff. So yeah.
But other than that, it was a fun experience. There was a bunch of booths set up and so many pop figures.
Oh, so many.
I mean, we really enjoy going to these cons. It's only a second unique con I've gone to. I've been to Steel City Con multiple times, but this is Wizard World Comic Con, the only other Comic Con I've gone to. And so many booths, so many vendors, so many it's fun seeing stuff that people made and themselves. It's cool. It's just cool. I don't know.
It's cool. Yeah.
But ton of pop figures. They had games set up, and there was just a ton of shit there. It's just a good time. We got to talk to Charles Martinet on the Q&A. That's the voice of Mario. That happened.
Yeah, it was a fun
But other
time.
than that, it was a Comic-Con. We met the finniest of the Balors.